Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. Today, we are back to begin a new anime reaction series. Yes, with everything that's been ending recently, of course, that means we will be having a lot of series that'll be starting up anew. This is one of them. Won the last fan poll, fan vote, fan poll, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately for Overlord, Overlord got second place in the poll yet again. This time it was Violet Evergarden that crushed all of the Overlord fans' dreams, but I assure you, you will win a poll one day. This poll actually had to have a tiebreaker. It was tied, and then I had to have another poll, so it was a close one now. So again, I think this is a good thing to watch because as far as I know, there's only the one core season. I'm actually gonna go to my anime list and check. There's the one core season, and I believe there was supposed to be a movie afterwards that was delayed because of, you know, the incident at Kyoto last year. But I'm not sure if that was released yet or not. No, it's not released yet. So, but yeah, so again, it's a shorter show, so that means that we'll be having another poll very soon and moving on to something else very soon. So what I know about this series, Violet Evergarden, this is one of those many series where I've heard nothing but good things about it, but at the same time, I haven't heard much at all. Like, I rarely hear people talk about this show. But again, I've heard it's supposed to be really good from everybody that I've heard about. I have no clue what it's about. Like, I genuinely have zero clue going into this one. I just know that it revolves around the main character, who I believe is called Violet Evergarden, which, by the way, I'm not sure who came first, Saber from Fate Stay Night or Violet Evergarden from Violet Evergarden, but one copied the other because they're the exact same character as far as I'm concerned. They look so similar. But no, again, jokes aside, I really don't know a whole lot. Again, though, as I mentioned, this is by Kyoto, which, again, I've said this many times, but they are in the trio of my personal 3 favorite anime studios. I think they're the 3 best: Ufotable, Wit Studio, and Kyoto. And I think I always mention those 3 because they're all so different. Like, I feel like Ufotable is for the colorful fantasy CG effects, all of that fun stuff. Wit Studio, if you want something real and gritty and bloody, you go to Wit Studio. And then Kyoto just does everything else. They do all of the slice of life / sad shit. If there's an anime out there that's done by one of those 3 studios, it's just going to be good, and that's a fact. So yeah, I'm really excited. Kyoto has always done an amazing job at just making shows that are just enjoyable to watch. You know, you can kind of sit down, grab some popcorn, get a blanket. You could just pick one of their shows and probably binge the whole thing in one night and come out satisfied or crying, one or the other. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to get into it. Again, I of course will be watching the movie whenever it does release. Of course, again, you know, who knows when that will. I don't know if there's any roadmap for when it'll come out or anything. Of course, as a person who's not followed the series, I have no fucking clue. But again, you know, I don't want to talk about it in this video. I already did my piece a while ago, but obviously it's unfortunate what's happened there, and even now I think it's important to think of the guys over at Kyoto. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much all I really need to say before getting into it. I'll do my normal spiel for all the new guys here. If you don't care about it, you can skip ahead a bit, but the way we do these reactions is that you can watch the edited version here on YouTube, or if it's copyrighted, it'll be on Vimeo, but I'll let you know beforehand. Those are, you know, just the edited reactions, about 10 minutes long. If you do want the full-length reactions, that's over at my Patreon page, although without any actual of the episode video. Of course, you'll have to provide that for yourself. But again, that's on Patreon if you guys want it. And also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can actually watch the next 2 episodes right now on Patreon with the Tier 2 $5 reward package, I guess, but I don't know what you call it. Again, I do 1 week early access to all my videos. So if you want the next 2 episodes, you can get that. And you might be wondering, well, Spherical, what do you mean 2 episodes? Well, yes, on to the next point. We do 2 episodes a week of every show we watch. This series we'll be watching every Tuesday, which is today, and Friday. So Tuesdays and Fridays until we're done with it. And again, in about a month or two's time, when we're done this series, we'll have another fan vote and we'll move on to whatever's next. So yeah, that's kind of my introduction spiel, I guess. I don't really shill my Patreon or anything too much, but I just like to mention at the start of a series just in case there are people wondering, you know, hey, I want the full episodes. Where can I get those? Well, that's where you get them. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm ready to dive right into it. So here's to something new. Again, I have zero clue what to expect. Although again, just going by the studio, I'm very excited. So let's dive right into it. So, you know, think of everyone over there, you know. Okay, I actually just looked it up because I was kind of curious, and yeah, I guess it was supposed to be released. It was pushed to April, of course, after the incident last year, and unfortunately, it was delayed again because of the current pandemic. Damn, that just sucks, man. I don't know. that I don't know. I hate what's happening over there. I mean, everywhere around the world right now. But again, Kyoto's been hit pretty hard over the past year or so. So again, that's just that sucks to see. But it'll be released at some point. So yeah, there's that. Like, oh, this looks so fucking good already. Okay, what's the setting like? This is like a. Oh, the characters look so good. I already love this. I already love this. Is it love? It's definitely called. Whenever you're if you're a fictional character and you're having to grasp your chest and ask yourself, what is this feeling called? There's a 99.9% chance it's called love. So is that a dream, or is that a flashback, or is that a flash forward? Did we see a glimpse of the future? What was that? Nobody knows. This looks so good, man. This definitely seems like a 1600s kind of around there, 1700s. I don't know, somewhere around there. Seems like that kind of vibe. This looks so good. I'd see Kyoto is by far, when it comes to studios that are just always pleasing to look at, it's this one. Like, look at this. It looks so good. This feels like the start of a Disney movie. All right, yeah, we got steamships and stuff. Okay, this is like 1800s or 1700s, right? Okay, I recognize your voice. Are we talking about her? Whose voice is this? Oh, I recognize this. He has like the same eyes, I feel like. Is he part of her family? Uh-oh. Is he alive? That's the better question. I don't know. He's dead. Gilbert is no longer. Where are we specifically? Like, what is happening here? What? Okay. What are you recovering from? But we don't want to go back to that question. That's the question he tried to avoid just a minute ago. I think that's a lie. I don't think he can say anything anymore. He's gone. That's what he's gonna say. Maybe? No. Okay. I thought he was gonna say like he's been assigned somewhere far away or something to like avoid it. Alright, we got cars too. I think they all look. Oh, okay. Never mind. This is so wholesome. Aw. I don't know, it's a puppy. I don't know. It looks cute. That's why she... Okay, there's a lot happening right now. She's clearly had The things definitely I don't think are gonna be happy in this series from what I've gathered so far. I mean, I'm using my brain to try and just gather the information we've gotten so far, and all of it points to nothing happy happening. Fuck, the water looks so good. My god.
連絡を取ったらご夫妻とも喜んで君の身元引受人になることを了承してくださったよ。
Okay. They look like they have money. That's for sure. Okay, I love this so far. That didn't work very well. It'll make it okay, I don't think. Do we want to see what's under the wraps? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not like a destroyed hand. Well, it probably was, and that's why she had to get that done, but she's got some auto mail. Alright, she seems really nice. Hopefully she's not like secretly evil, like an evil old lady or something. I don't know. I don't know about she's okay, she's definitely like different. There's something about her. God, the little shine from the hair and everything. I don't know if we'll get those answers right now. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. The way she sees herself is definitely very twisted right now. Like that. That's obviously not a healthy mindset to have. I think we can all definitely agree on that. Okay, he's living. I see. Good shit. The music too. The music is fitting. I love it. Is she content with that?
なんだよ社長。そこは何でしょうか社長だろう。で、なんだよ。任務遂行能力は抜群だ。
Yeah, she seemed well. Again, I'm not sure how motivated she's gonna be to do anything though. That's the thing. She'll be very obedient. She seems to be. She's very well mannered. Except for that, I guess. All right, we're good. Time to get some money. I don't know how much you're getting paid. Maybe you won't get money. I don't know. Ooh, that looks clean. Have I ever seen a time lapse in anime before? I haven't even thought of that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. She knows what she needs to do and she'll do it. Oh, she's gonna deliver all the mail by the next morning or some shit. Look a little closer. I knew it. I knew it.
Evergarden家は身元引受人にはなってくれるそうだ。君が成人するまで。でも
How old is she, by the way? I feel like she doesn't look too young, but I mean, who knows, really?
自分がしてきたことでどんどん体に火がついて燃え上がっていることをまだ知らない。
燃えていません。
I knew it. I was waiting for it. You don't make any sense. Damn, I'm really curious to see what direction this is gonna go, because like, obviously we're just world building right now. We don't really have a clear direction as to what's gonna be happening, but I'm in love with this show right now. I really am. Like, this is just a breath of fresh air. Again, the time lapse looks so good. Like, I haven't seen at least not in this capacity, with like seeing the people walking by and all that stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a time lapse like that in anime. Is it a love letter? Or it's a love letter. It's a love letter. Yeah. You go get him. Yes. Oh no. Oh, this isn't as good as I thought it would be. Okay. He's gonna try and intervene and take his shot. Come on, man. Damn, man. This is... I'm just... Dude. Oh. Shit.
あなたは誰？
Huh.
どうしてわかるのですか？なぜわかるのですか？
Well, you start to get a knack for it when you've
自
watched
動式人形の
many
紹介をしたい
romance-related anime. You just kind
ペ
of
ンを
get
握
used
る
to
の
it
は
at
まだ
some
困難
point.
です。知りたいのです。少佐は最後の命令の後にその言葉を
Aw,
私におっしゃい
man.
ました。
Fuck.
少佐からその言葉が
Alright,
出
he
たの
can't
は
be dead.
初
Not
めて
after
でした。
that. They're going to find him and reunite. Please, I will be just destroyed if he's dead
私
now.
に
ギルベルトの命令にただ従っていた彼女が初めて自分の意思を主張した。
Yeah,
心を持たない
okay.
絶対少佐を死なせま
She went back on his orders.
やめろ。もうやめてくれ。
Oh, man.
君は生きて自由になりなさい。
Dude, you can't try and do this to me on episode 1.
心から
Fuck. So,
愛してる。
is that it? I don't think I've ever had a show, like, almost make me cry on the first episode. And I just never would have thought it'd be possible, but, like, they almost really did it to me. This episode, I'm already in love with this. I'm in love with the show. I just, what can I say? Let's talk about the time period first of all, because that's kind of the first thing we're introduced to before we even see the characters. Is kind of the setting, and the visuals. Oh my god, this show looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Again, Kyoto is like, I think one of my favorite things about the studio is they do all of the little details perfectly. Like just small things like, I don't know, whenever she would hold her hands behind her back or like shuffle her boots or something, or like just minor things like that. Like they just get the details right. And it always just looks so, it's just, I don't know, man. You guys already know, but I love it. I love every second of it. The setting looks very, like, I'm like very not sure about the setting because it looks like I want to say somewhere like 17th or 18th century at the latest, but the war they were in definitely looked like World War I or II. I want to say World War I based off of the weapons, so I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm going strictly based off of the warfare. Again, it would have to be 1900s, but the rest does not look like the 1900s, you know what I mean? So it could just be the area they live in too or something like that. But the rest looks like, again, I would say 16, 1700s, 1800s at the latest. So I'm not sure. Again, this could also be like a alternate world where, again, she has a metal arm, which, while isn't too implausible, the way like she's able to use it and stuff already seems like, again, that's obviously not within the realm of reality in whatever time period they're in. So it could be kind of like an alternate reality, kind of like Attack on Titan, where Attack on Titan is like, it's like Earth, but if things evolved a little bit differently. Maybe that's kind of what this is a little bit. But the setting is fucking amazing. It is like this, I swear, anime does every single like time period and place around the world better than those own places do it. Like Japan in anime does like medieval stuff better than the rest of the world does. That's kind of the point I'm getting to. Or like, you know, American style like crime stuff, anime does it better than America does it. Stuff like that. Like it's just, I don't know how, but again, this show I definitely feel like is one of those series where the creator definitely took time and definitely appreciates the time period that this show takes place in, whatever that time period is, because everything just looks so detailed and so real. Like it looks like they put me back in whatever year this is in, and that's that. And if this is a mix of time periods, kind of, because again, with the weapons they were using, it just doesn't seem to match the rest of the world to me. That's even better because I think it's a good mix. Because you know the type of warfare from World War I in particular was just one of the most grueling periods that we've ever had of war just in existence. Because again, it's like the first major war that we ever had with weapons, but it was all just so archaic still in a way compared to what wars would be like in today's age. To be fair, if there were wars in today's age, they would just be nukes and that would be it. But you know what I mean? Like World War One was just gruesome as a whole. World War Two obviously was as well, and I guess World War Two even more so maybe with like machine guns and whatnot. But I feel like it's different than like, I don't know, we go back to fighting with swords or you know, good old medieval days, or even further back. Like wars happened a lot slower back then, or battles I should say. Granted, there were a lot more of them back there. I mean, humans have been in wars in a long time. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like the best war setting to have in a fictional universe to try and represent how gruesome war is, which Violet Evergarden is obviously pushing that right off the bat, is how gruesome war can be. I think World War One or Two, one of those two, is definitely the right era to pick. So again, I like the mix so far. I'm just going to assume that this is a mix of time periods because that's what it seems like to me. And if that is the case, I think they picked all the right notes. Because like the towns and the cities and stuff, which again look a little bit earlier than the 1900s, that's an amazing era of just everything looking beautiful. You know, kind of like that antique look. You know, having like all these butlers and stuff. Like I don't know. I love the setting so far. It seems really really cool to me. The characters, the designs, the everything about it. If I could, like, I don't know. Maybe I tend to get on the hype train a little bit too early with a lot of things, but this is one of maybe the only show that I've ever seen where I would rate it a 10 out of 10 just after the first episode. I could drop it and not watch the rest and confidently rate it a 10 out of 10. I don't know. Again, that's just kind of me. I tend to get hyped around things no matter what, but even if we take a show like Attack on Titan, which is by far my favorite series, I think it's an absolute masterpiece. I would not watch the first episode and say it's a 10 out of 10 show. Of course, Attack on Titan is not really like that, though. You know, when you watch it, you're in it for the long haul. But this, I'm just drawn in immediately. So Violet seems very interesting. She definitely seems she's one of those immature but also mature characters where she's, you know, very obedient. She's, I mean, she seems to be very, very capable in fighting and whatnot. But she's also like very immature in the sense that she doesn't really know her own identity in a way. Like she doesn't really see herself as a person in a way. She doesn't know a whole lot. She seems kind of like naive maybe. Like I would say like she could probably be taken advantage of pretty easily. So I'm curious what her age is. I think that would definitely throw some insight, but I feel like she's definitely one of those like type of characters where that's just the way she is in general. Again, it really sucks though, like seeing the way she talks about herself in particular. Like the one part that actually kind of hit a little bit was when she said that one of Gilbert's friends or whatever said that she was his dog, and she saw that as like a compliment in a way, which obviously that is not a compliment at all. Like she really has a twisted sense of who she is, which is, again, that's going to be something that's going to be interesting to follow. She wants to know what love is. Of course, I knew it from the beginning. Whenever you feel a feeling in your chest, it's love. That's the only thing humans can feel in their chest. Every other feeling comes from somewhere else, but the love comes from the chest. It's a fact. You can quote me on it, cite me, put me in books, whatever. It's true. It's a fact. The soundtrack so far, again, just very fitting. It's subtle. It's not like out there, but it fits with the setting perfectly, and there's nothing more I can ask from that. So again, in terms of characters that we met, let me just bring my notes back up again. We obviously have Violet, who's been taken in by the Evergarden family. We have Gilbert, who's the general that she served under in the past war, who is MIA. We don't know. Well, maybe he's not, but to Violet at least, he's MIA. He could be dead. He could be alive. We don't know yet. Hodgins is kind of the guy who's taking care of her right now in a way, and showing her what the world is like in a sense. Because it definitely seems like it's fair to say that all she really knows is war at this point to some capacity. Like she doesn't really seem to know much about just Excuse me, I almost just coughed. It was really weird. I breathed in though really loud. I was about to talk, but then I breathed in to cough and I made like a sound. Okay, anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, she definitely doesn't seem to know a whole lot about the real world right now and just the way normal people live in a sense. So, she mentioned the Emerald Brooch, which again leads me to believe that was so. Let me go back actually. That first scene that we saw, was that with the general? No, that looks different. Because we had the flashback with Gilbert later on. Gilbert had like greenish hair, didn't he? And he looked a lot younger than that guy we saw at the start of the episode looked. Let me go back and try and find the flashback again. Because the guy at the start of the episode looks a lot older and like had darker hair maybe. I'm trying to find where she had the flashback to that moment. So again, what kind of happened there in that moment, by the way, when they were underground? Like, did she just pass out and that's why she never found out what happened? Or like, because I feel like it looked like he died right there, but she would know that if that was the case, right? And it's not like she doesn't remember that moment. She definitely remembers it. Why can't I find this damn flashback? Where was it? It was towards the end of the episode, I feel like. I literally skimmed the entire episode and I can't see it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he had blue hair. So, I don't... Well, did he... I guess it might just be the shading. I can't say that he has blue hair. It's probably the shading. Because also, it seems like most of the characters have pretty faithful looks for the most part. Like, kind of... Like, they look real. So, I'm not sure if he has blue hair or not. He might... It's really hard to tell. Is it him? Hold on, I'm just looking at him now. I'm going to go back to the start of the episode. Maybe it is him. Never mind. I think it... Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Can I hear his voice again? Hold on. I want to get this out right of the way. Or get this done, right? I can't even talk right now. Maybe it is him. His voice sounds... Yeah, I'm not going to show it on screen, but I'm just back at the very starting scene when she said, you know, it looks the same color as your eyes. And he looked like he was about to, like, cry there for a second or something. Huh. He also has a scratch on his chin, the guy that we see at the start. So I'm going to go back to the flashback now and see if we can see a scratch there. Or a scar. I don't know. It's I don't know, man. Yeah, we do see a scar. Okay, that's it. But anyways, yeah, just I don't know how I can express this more than I already have. I'm roped in by this first episode. Again, see, the direction we're going in right now is really wide open. I think, of course, the main goal is to find out what happened to Gilbert, and you know. Obviously, I think Violet loves him without knowing it. So, obviously, I think that's like the goal here is to find out what happened to him and to find him if he's alive. But beyond that, like, what else? Like, what? For example, what's gonna happen next episode? Like, are we just gonna have more of Violet learning about her job, learning about daily life? Are we gonna just immediately go on the hunt for him? But you know what? I do have to say on that note, though. Hodgins is very, like, he's avoiding the topic completely. I do feel like he knows what happened to him, which is why I feel like it'd be weird that he would lead her on to believe that he's alive if he wasn't. It could be that he doesn't have the heart to tell her, but I don't know. I feel like he does know, though, because when Violet asked him about Gilbert, he, like, I don't know, he had the typical signs of, yes, I know, but I don't want to tell you kind of deal. Or it could be that he just didn't want to tell her the fact that they don't know what's happened to him. And that in itself is kind of a scary thing to know. So, I don't know. A lot of questions already. But I'm glad this is voted up. I'm enjoying it so far. But again, it won't be a long journey. Only 12 episodes left at this point, plus a movie that'll be coming sometime in the future. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this recording now, for this first episode. So I'm going to leave it off here. As always, if you guys want early access and or the full-length version to these reactions, you know what to do, patreon.com/sphericalfilms. But with all that out of the way, I do thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all on Friday with episode number 2 of Violent Evergarden. Until then, peace out.